Shalom Shabbat Shalom to all the brothers, Shalom Yahweh Shamar, all down by Shalom Shad, all the sisters, I.S.U.P.K. Minnesota, with the Lashawan Qadash class. Today, as you see in the title, we are going to go over the days of the week. Okay, as you know, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, things of that sort. The reason why we're touching on the days of the week, we touched on a small portion of this about last year, I want to say, maybe sometime early last year. We're touching on it again because of the sake of Passover. Passover is going to be April 24th, which is next week. I want to say about next Saturday. All right. A lot of brothers and sisters all over the world that's going to Texas for the Passover is going to be leaving on, the 20th, 21st, the 22nd. All right. We're also going to talk about a little bit about Passover as well. So I thought this would be a great option to bring this out so that way we can touch on a little bit of that, okay? So last week we went over some scriptures as far as translations and transliterations of the scripture, so to speak, and breaking it all down at the same time. If you know someone who likes language classes, make sure that you tag them in it, share the content, subscribe, like, and share. We are on Facebook, YouTube. We are all on all platforms, okay? All right. Twitter as well, things of that sort, Instagram. All right. We also have I.S.U.P.K. So we already, discussed that every time that we have this class. And this class, once again, for those who likes to learn a new language. And if I have not stressed this enough, this language class is very important to those that are Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, because we have lost our language. Okay. If I said the word, if I said the phrase, let's see, I.S.U.P.K, which mean pretty much how is your peace, meaning how is your day, okay? Or pretty much how is your peace, how is your day, okay? You see what I'm saying? That's what it means, all right? So if I was to say that, randomly to a brother or sister on the street, you have to understand the Hebrew to understand what I just said, all right? Now, me speaking in English, 9 times out of 10, you can understand what I'm saying out of my mouth as of right now, all right? If I say, hey, that right there is Tawab. If you don't know what the word is, Hispanic people, like, that right there looks cold. You see what I'm saying? That's dope, all right? And there's so many ways that we can words, okay? Just like in the Bible with the prophets, Paul, Daniel, Ezekiel, Yahweh, who is Jesus Christ, Nehemiah, King Solomon, King David. The way that we talk was with slang and was so poetic, all right? You know what I mean? Because in the Bible, what you will see is something like, for example, in the book of Matthew, when you hear about, I want to say the parable with the demon being cleaned out of the house, all right? See what I'm saying? I can get into that whole different story, different topic. But you will see the word crib in there. How can the Bible be a white man's book when they don't speak that term? They say house. See what I'm saying? Or resident. We say crib. All right? You know what I mean? There's so many examples in the Bible, right? But today, once again, we are going to get into this, you know what I mean, as far as Lashawan Qadash, the days of the week, and show you how to spell every single thing. And write out in Hebrew, also in the Assyrian as well. For those that like both, okay? So let's see it. So this is going to be our base, right? Let me go ahead and write that out real quick. Our base is going to be the word day, but I'm going to show you how to say it in Hebrew. And you see it write it out in the Assyrian first, then in the Hebrew. All right. And the word is going to be Yawam. Okay? Which means day. The word Yawam means day. All right? Like also too, with the word Yawam, you're going to see that in the actual prayers, the Lord's Prayer. And where you can find the Lord's Prayer is, let's see, what is it, Matthew, just abbreviate it, Matthew chapter 6, verses 8 through 13 is where you're going to find it. Okay? Matthew 6, verse 8 through 13. Chapter 6, verse 8 through Matthew chapter 6, verses 8 through 13. Okay? That's where you're going to find the word Yawam when we do the Lord's Prayer. So all the prayers that we do for class or Sabbath service, you know what I mean? This is the first one that you'll read about, the Lord's Prayer. Okay? All right, moving on. So just like the days, right? We go based off of counting the days with actual numbers. All right. So there's not a special Hebrew word for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It goes by the numbers that are in Hebrew. The same thing with the months. But of course, in order to know which day it is, I'll explain all that later. Same thing with the months. All right. There's a Hebrew word for month. So it goes like pretty much like day 1, day 2, 3, 4, and 5. Month 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's how it goes. All right. Give me 1 second here. Okay. All right. So the first day is going to be Sunday. Now, for some reason, to this day, there's still a lot of controversy about which day is first. Which day is first of the week, which is kind of absurd. It's really kind of idiotic because it shouldn't be that hard or complicated to know. This is kindergarten, elementary school. There are still people to this day that are grown as hell who don't know which day is first of the week. All right, which is very strange. I'm not sure what the issue is, whether it's lack of education, but this is not rocket. I mean, it's pretty much rocket science, all right, if you ask me. It's rocket science, okay? I ain't gonna get too deep into that, but we are gonna get into this. So Sunday. Sunday is the first day of the week. And this is what we're gonna write it out in the Syrian, the Hebrew, and give you a definition of it. Bear with me. All right, give me a second here. All right, also too, I've mentioned this before. There's something called Blue Letter Bible, which Blue Letter Bible or otherwise Bible Hub is where you can you can figure out some of these words, okay? I'm gonna get that in a second. Let me see here. Blue Letter Bible. .com. Bible Hub. So both sites, is where you can look up precept or the chapters of the books. Also, too, it gives you a concordance, okay? Pretty much like a search tool for the actual words that are in the Bible, all right? In order for you to identify the Hebrew of it and things of that sort, all right? So blueletterbible.com is also an application. For BibleHub.com, I think it's only just a website, not an application. But of course, if you download any Bible app on your phone, it should have a concordance in it. All right. The one also too that's included with the Apocrypha. All right, the 13 books, if I'm not mistaken, that are missing. Give me 1 second, Salakia. You know, the 13 books that are missing, okay, out of the Bible. All right, so let's get to it. So let's break it down. We have the YAHWAHNNA, which is, so Yah is by itself. I'll make sure. Right. So that's going to be one. Right to left. The Yah is by itself, and the Mud is together, which makes one. Okay, which is day. All right. Now we have the Ra. Sha. So that's going to be the Sha. The Shas together. Also like it. You have the Ra. You have the and the Sha. Right. I think it is together. Okay, I see. All right, so the Ra and the Sha, right? You have the Ra right here. The H drops off. The SH stays because it's together. It's connected. You have the Wa and the Na that is connected. All right. So with the Wa and the Na being connected, that would be one. So it's going to be Ra'ashwan. Okay. Now I'm going to break this all down. Just bear with me real quick. All right. All right. So the first one is Yawam, and the second one's going to be Ra'ashwan. Okay. Now Ra'ashwan. So we know Yawam means day, but Ra'ashwan is going to be now. Okay, based on the number, right? Because number one means Akkad. Okay, this is Akkad. Akkad. All right, Akkad means one. That's what it means. Akkad means one. So Ra'ash technically would be one, but Ra'ash means head. Okay? When you think about the body, the human body, what's at the top is going to be the head. Okay? So it's going to be head, meaning first. Okay? Because what's the first thing that you think about of a human body, or at least what's on the human body on top is going to be the head, which is first. Okay, so you should get that understanding. Ra'ash means head first, And then Lashawan just means, you know, first in general, meaning number one, first, okay? All right. So, let me see here. Now, where you can find head at in the scriptures is Blue Letter Bible. And it's going to be H. You want to type this into the search engine or search bar 77223. All right. Okay. Also, too, Sunday being like, you know, yeah, you know, first day of the week. Okay. First day of the week. Simple as that. All right. Let me see something real quick. Boom, boom. Yeah, Blue Letter Bible. That's where you can find that at. All right. So that's Sunday for you. Okay. Once again, what's at top is the Assyrian. At the bottom, it's going to be the Hebrew. Yahweh, Yahweh, which is day. Ra, Ash, one is going to be head or first. Moving on. Okay. All right, Monday, okay? Once again, it's all going by the numbers. If you've seen a class where we did the numbers for the numbers in Hebrew, then you should understand the pattern as we move along, all right? Let me see something real fast. Let me see what's going on here. Okay. All right. So Monday. Let me see here. There we go. Of course, if anybody got any questions or concerns, you may type them in the chat, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. All right. So we have Monday, right? Actually, matter of fact, let me use a different marker. Just bear with me 1 second. All right. All right. So once again, now the reason why I have the space apart is to let you know, is to show you that these are two different words. Okay. All right. Just give it enough space, just to separate it enough. Yawam. Okay. Once again, Yawam, same thing. This is Yawam. Day two. We have Sha. We have Na. 1 second. We have Sha, Na, Ya. The Sha and Na is connected together, which is Shun. All right. And then we have Ya. Sham Ya, okay? Which is going to be two in Hebrew. all right, which is a number. Shanyad is 2, okay? There's another meaning of Shanyad as well. We'll get to that at a different time. But just for the sake of this topic, it's going to be 2. So, day 2, okay? So when you say day 2, we already know what you're speaking of, which is going to be Monday, all right? Monday is day 2. Lashawan is going to be Sunday. All right, that's how we used to do it back in the day in ancient times. Okay, all right. All right, give me a second here. All right. So yeah, also too, this we classified as second day. Um, yeah, first day. First day. Yeah, otherwise, yeah, matter of fact, day 1, day 2. So once again, back in the day, of course, things were pretty simple and straightforward, all right? So things were straightforward back in the day, you know what I mean? If someone said, what day is it? You know what I mean? What day is it? You would say, Yawam Shanya, meaning day 2. Yawam Ra'ashwan, day 1. We didn't say Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Where that comes from today is from the oppressor, from the Roman Empire. That's where it comes from. Okay, the whole the whole thing of time, the whole thing of the name of days, because Sunday through Saturday is named after a person. Okay, it's named after someone. So this comes from our captivity with our oppressor. All right. The same thing with the name of the planets. All right. The name of the planets has something to do with, I believe Greek mythology. Okay. That's what it has to do with Greek mythology. All right. It's named after something or someone, whether it's real or non-real. Okay. Fiction or non-fiction, so to speak. All right. Moving on. Moving on. Number 3. Let's get it. The next one, of course, is going to be Tuesday. All right, Tuesday. Okay. Let me go ahead and write this out. Now, for those that already was in class last year, when we did the actual breakdown of how to say the numbers from 1 through 10, all the way through. All right. So, Tuesday. Pattern in which I'm going into, you can type it in the chat. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Once again, so we are on the third one, which is Tuesday, and we have the same pattern as far as day. There's a purpose on why we keep repeating day. We keep repeating day, okay? Because I want you to get the, I want you to get the, the idea of what we are doing here, okay? Let's see. So we know that GEN.YAHANNA is your woman. Also, too, there's another way to say day, how you pretty much add and subtract. Like you can add and subtract words and make it like you can add on to it or subtract some of the words to the word, and it can have a different meaning or a similar meaning. Okay, which is pretty dope and creative when it comes to the Hebrew. You'll be very surprised. So we have Yawam and Day, Shalasha. Okay, so the Sha is by itself, which means it is a open parenthesis. It's what we call it. When it's connected, it's called closed parenthesis. It does not have it, right? The Syrian doesn't have it. Sometimes you actually, well, a lot of times you're going to need the actual Hebrew written out in order to understand the Assyrian, because you can get fooled or make a mistake of thinking that Assyrian, the word says one thing, but it might say a different thing. Based on like if you're doing thorough studying for the Hebrew or the Assyrian, you have to pay attention to the characters to know which word it is. Now, sometimes the characters can be in different places, and it can be a different word and mean a complete different definition. You may see that a lot, okay? Like, for example, let me see, the word la. La is L-A, which means two. Now, if you put la and I together, it still says it's la-I. It's very similar, and la-I means no or not. So that's, a way of just describing it to you, okay? So like, for example, right? I'll just do it on the board. La means two. But if you've never seen this written out, you would think that you're hearing the same thing, and it means the same thing, right? And this is la. Some people read it as like la, just stretching it out. That's not the case. It's la, okay? It's the la and the I. They're both by itself, and la means no or not, which is pretty much the same thing, all right? So that's pretty much what it is, okay? And just let me know if y'all can see everything clearly on the board. All right, I want to make sure y'all can see everything clearly on the board. All right, give me a second here. Okay. All right, so let me erase that. So la means two, la means no or not. All right, no or not. All right, so back to Tuesday. Tuesday is, so we have your one, which is day. We have the sha, which is right here, and we have the la and the sha together. It's going to be lash. Shalash is how you say three in Hebrew. Okay? It's going to be three. All right, three. There you go. which initially is going to be known as, hey, by memory. Oh, okay, that's Monday, so to speak. You know what I mean? Day 3, Tuesday. Day 1, Lashawan. You see what I'm saying? Which is head or the first. Okay. Also, too, if you want to plug, if you have a what is called a Syrian or Hebrew keyboard on your phone that you can download from online, what you can also do is plug in these Hebrew words or these Assyrian words on the Blue Letter Bible. 9 times out of 10, you should pop up with the definition of these words. Okay, it will translate back to you these words. All right. Moving on, number 4. All right, shalash. That's how you say the word, shalash. Okay. All right. Wednesday. Okay. All right, so give me a second. All right, Wednesday. Okay. Once again, Yawam means day. Avra Bai. It's like Avra Bai. So some is connected, some are not connected. All right. The A and the Ra is by itself. A, Ra. Let me write that over. Salakia. A little sloppy. 1 second. A, Ra, Ba. Now this is the thing, right? Our Ba, right? Yes, the Ba and the I is connected. All those connected, it doesn't mean that something falls off all the time. Okay? Sometimes things are connected together. Now, I will be doing a class about that. All right? I will be doing a class about how to determine how do you know when something is connected, when something drops off, or when something's not connected or is by itself. I will get into that fairly soon. I'm still working on, building up a class about that. I'm still getting myself into something else, okay, that I want to show the class. All right. So I will be getting to that very soon. I have not forgot about it. But Wednesday, day 4, upper body. All right. Upper body, which is 4. 4. Okay. Day 4. Day 4. day 4. Okay, let's see here. All right. All right, so number 5. Yeah, otherwise I was going to say day 4 or 4th day. That's another thing too. You know what I mean? You can say, however you kind of want to say it, pretty much. Day, um, day 4, 4th day. All right, 2nd day. Yeah, well, first day, yeah. First day or day 1, you see what I'm saying? 2nd day, day 2, day 1. Oh, right there, yeah. All right. So, so to speak. So yeah, first day, 2nd day, day 2, day 1, day 3, 3rd day, day 4, 4th day. Okay, that's something that you can absolutely do. It will still make sense. It will still correlate and relate to what this is, day 4. Okay, or Wednesday being the 4th day. All right. So number 5. Okay, number 5. All right, give me 1 second here. All right, give me 1 second here. Pull up some more information real fast, or some extra information, I should say. All right. 1 second, Salakia. One moment. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's what I needed there. All right. So number 5 is going to be Thursday. Thursday. Okay. Thursday. All right. Which is actually yesterday. Okay. Let's go ahead and this out. All right. As you know, Salaki, as you know, Yahweh to be one. All right. Now this one right here, right? So, okay. So let me see here. 1 second here. All right. See that real quick. Okay. So you now we have the k. You know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of people kind of laugh when I say this, but when you stand, okay, so this right here versus this right here are two different sounds, okay? The top is k, right? The second one's gonna be k. The bottom one's gonna be k. The top one's gonna be k. You gotta make that sound, like I said, with your throat, so to speak, all right? So, all right, what this is right here is k, and it's by itself. CHAA, and we have the M and the sh, okay? And it's gonna be MASH, Hamash. Now, Hamash is very similar to the word month, Qadash. Not Qadash, which means holy, but Qadash, with CHAADASH, okay? That's how you say month. Now, with this, of course, is how you say, or fifth day, okay? Day 5 or fifth day. Now, number 6, we can move on a little faster because I got to get into something else as well. All right, yep. So, number 6, you should already know what that's going to be. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Number 6 is going to be what is today, known as Friday. Lashawan Qadash fries. Ironically. All right. Friday. Okay. One second. All right. So once again, Friday, day, you won. Yeah, you won. Okay. You won. Shah. Okay. And they're both by itself. So Shah right next to each other, which is a very easy, simple, you know what I mean? Shah. Okay. They're both by itself. That's how you would say it. Shah. Day 6, otherwise, 6th day. Okay, there you go. All right, moving on to day 7, which is one of my favorite days. Day 7. Okay, let's get to it. Day 7, which is Saturday. something real quick. All right, day 7. It's going to be Saturday. Now, here's the thing about this. So, yes, this is day 7, right? And it's Saturday. But the thing is about this, we are not going to go into the Hebrew word of 7. Okay? But just for those that want it, I'll still give it to you. Just give me a second here. Bear with me. All right. Just make sure I got this correct. And I thought so. Okay. Yep. No sweat. All right. So let me write it out, and I'll explain more. All right. So with this, right? The series at the top, the Hebrews at the bottom. As you notice, I did not put day or Yawam right next to it. Because with Saturday, in simple terms in Hebrew, we say Shabbat, right? Shabbat is Saturday in Hebrew, which is the 7th day. So instead of just saying 7, which is Shabbat, we say Shabbat, okay? Or that's for Saturday, all right? But you say Saturday, right on the side. Right there, some more information, and boom. All right, so it's going to be Shabbat. And what this means, it means cease or rest. All right. So I was supposed to write it into blue. Actually, I should write it in blue. That's not an issue. All right. So cease or rest. Okay. Cease or rest. That's what Shabbat means, which is Saturday. Once again, it's a day that the Most High gave to us. All right. Like right now, it is Friday sundown, which is the start of, the Sabbath day. Saturday sundown is when Sabbath ends, Shabbat ends, and rest. Because of course, back in the scriptures, when we used to work, you see what I'm saying? Whether we was in captivity or if we had any businesses, when we used to work, the Most High gave us a rest day, which is Saturday, the 7th day. I can also put it right here too. 7 is Shabbat. It's Shabbat. Okay? Shabbat. All right? That's what it is. Okay? So, let's see here. One more thing. Actually, no, that's too wild. That's fine. We're going to actually move forward. Okay? Bear with me. All right. ISUPK.com. If you notice it during the Hebrew to the English, the Lord's Prayer, which is the very first prayer that we read into. Okay? All right, so moving on. Sunday. Sunday is going to be the first day of the week, Lashawan, which means head or first. All right? Salaki, excuse me. Monday, the second day or day 2 Shanya. Monday. Tuesday is going to be day 3 or third day, Yawam Shalash, which is 3, day 3. Wednesday, Yawam Arabai, which is day 4 or fourth day. Thursday, Yawam Hamash, Thursday, the 5th day, or number 5 or day 5. Friday, which is today, Qadash, of course, is going to be Yawam Shasha, which is the 6th day, or day 6. Saturday, instead of saying Shabbai, Yawam Shabbai, which you can still say it, it's still understandable, but just to be all the way correct, Shabbat, cease or rest. Okay, which is the 7th day. All right. So either or works out that way. All right. Let me see. All right, moving forward, I'm going to erase this. We are going to get into something else. And with this, I want to write, let's keep it in black. Just keep it in black. All right. Let's see. All right, I'm erasing everything. If you happen to miss anything, just go ahead and watch the class or rewind it back, whichever you choose. If you still happen to have any questions or concerns after this class is over with, you can always stuff on. All right, okay. So as we know, April 24th is approaching pretty soon, pretty fast. All right, and April 24th is the Passover. Okay, with April 24th being Passover, we're just gonna just break it down a little bit in the Hebrew. All right. So Passover. Passover, could be like that, Passover, which is April 24th. And the Feast of Unleavened Bread is the day after, okay? So, Passover, April 24th. You know what I mean? Now, this is how you say Passover in the Hebrew. Which is Pesach. Pesach. All right? Pesach is how you say Passover in Hebrew. Pesach. And this is how you write it out in the Hebrew. Yeah. Boom. Just like that, Passover. Now, I'm going to write some additional stuff. Okay? I'm just going to break Passover down real fast, and then I'm just going to do some vocab words, most likely. All right, so Passover you can find in the book of Exodus. the very, let's say, the very first, I want to say down to the first 12 chapters are plus all over the Bible, okay? So let's say that you find the history in Exodus for sure. And with that, you know, pretty much just underneath our oppressors at the time, which are the Egyptians, which were the Egyptians. So the Most High took care of them, took the firstborn of their children's lives in order for us to be delivered out of that captivity, going to the wilderness to serve and worship the Most High, okay? To serve our God, all right, our power. And he showed his work that day. And that's why every time it's a Passover, every single year, we celebrate with our brothers and sisters to remember that day as a victory and as this day of the Lord getting us out of that hellish condition. All right? That's why we celebrate the Passover. It's more than just what happened to the Africans, but it's more about us, what the Most High did for us, and us recognizing that and giving him the glory and all the praise. Because if it wasn't for him, we would have still been in captivity in Egypt, which was very terrible for our people. Okay? Just like in America today, we are going to be delivered, and this is a horrible state. When I say a state, meaning this is a horrible place and time in life. That's why we always say we are in the last days. We ain't in the beginning of days, we are in the last days of the things that we are seeing that the Bible has prophesied. We are seeing it, face to face. Rumors of wars, police brutality, abortion rates. We are number one in everything that is horrible and terrible. Um, um, over 2 million black men in jail. Okay? All those things, all right? All those things that are bad and terrible. But on April 24th, we are going to celebrate and remember our power. We are going to remember what the Lord had done for us, and we are going to return the favor back by being in obedience, showing the Most High true love with one another, and showing him some love as well for what he has done for us and what he always continues to do for his nation, for his people, or better yet, his children. Okay? And that is, if you keep the law, statutes, and commandments, you are a child of the Most High. If you don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments, you are an opposite. You are a bastard. And there's change, who you are and get close. You got the pie. Words real quick that we're going to use in the future. Let me see. All right. Let's see. Okay, yeah. All right, so let me just grab some random ones real fast. Let's do justice. So to be Taza Doc is justice. Okay? We got a few amazing brothers in the school with that powerful name as well. Taza Doc or Taza Doc, yeah. All right. All right, justice. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I kind of like this. Kill. Rock. 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 Oh, so like that's wrong. Okay, I see. You know, so the dot and rock is how you say it. Rock. And all right, so justice, kill. Got a few more here. Let's see, let's see. All right. Let me see. It's a lot here. All right, it's going to be Hashak is zero. Hashak. All right, it's pretty similar. All right, here we go. All right. All right, vow. Vow is going to be Nadar. Okay. Nadar. 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 Okay. Let's get some more. We got 4 so far. Let's get some more. All right. Okay, conquer. Let's see. Conquer. All right, conquer. Manatazak. All right. All right. Conquer. Manatazak. Manatazak. 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 All solution like that. Give you some more darkness out there. Let's deliver. All right, deliver. All right. How's that, y'all? Deliver. Deliver. So like, deliver. Let's see. East. It's going to be Qadash. All right. All right. All right. Actually, you know what? That's it. Okay. So we have justice, Tazadak, kill, Harag, Zil, Kashak, Vow, Nadar, conquer, Manatazak, deliver, Hatazayah, East, Qadash. Okay, we are going to stop there. All right. So, of course, once again, Passover, April 4th, which is going to be, I believe, next Saturday. Next Saturday sounds about right. Okay, you want to catch us in Houston, Texas. Otherwise, catch us tomorrow as we do the Sabbath service and potential camp speaking. Okay. With that being said, that's the end of the Lashawan Qadash. I want to say Shalom. Yahweh Bashim Asher Bafnam to the brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shamar. Alatham Bashim Asher to all the sisters. All right. With that being said, Shalom. All right.